In Mykhaylo Mudryk's new era at Arsenal, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli and William Saliba are all integral parts of the project. But with just 2 years left on all of their contracts, today let's find out what plan Arsenal have up their sleeves. What are the latest details on Mykhaylo Mudryk's potential transfer? And what has Arsene Wenger said on a potential title pledge? Yo, what is going on guys? My name is Babs14 and welcome back to your boys channel. No Arsenal playing tomorrow, but that's fine, we're still here with our Arsenal content. So smash a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and help us as we close into 120k. But starting off with the new Arsenal contracts. The Arsenal have the youngest team in the Premier League and we have a long-term project. Now in that plan they are integral parts and Saliba, Martinelli and Saka are three of the most important. All players under the age of 21, but they are also assets of the club and all whose contracts are going to expire in 2024. So as a club like Arsenal that have made plenty of mistakes in the past in not renewing players' contracts on time, and the likes of Aaron Ramsey and Alexis Sanchez leaving on free transfers, this time Arsenal have to learn from their past and lock down their future. English reporter Gabriel Boehly says, Real Madrid and Man City are among the sides monitoring Bukayo Saka, which Arsenal and the player are aware of, but there is growing confidence that fresh terms will be signed off before the new year, with talks progressing well between the two parties. From Arsenal's side, renewing Saka's contract has been a long-term priority, and in the past Mykhaylo Mudryk has said, I'm very confident that we and Bukayo's camp are all aligned, and now it's about putting that piece on paper. And that confidence has been reciprocated, as Saka has said, I share his confidence. I really feel at home at Arsenal. I feel the love from my teammates, from the coaches and from the fans. The manager is always there for me. Having signed his last contract extension in 2020, as things stands, Saka is earning close to £50,000 a week. In the 2 years since, quite a lot has happened. Saka has become a bona fide Arsenal starter, standing out as one of the best wide forwards in the Premier League, becoming a first team international for his country, and is coming off the back of an 11 goal and 7 assist season. We are talking a different ball game now to the Bukayo that signed his last contract, and make no mistake, Saka's current agent has a history of getting his players very good contracts, and that interest of City and Real Madrid will definitely be made aware to Arsenal. But ultimately Saka is happy at Arsenal. He's starting week in week out, and Arsenal is one of the most exciting projects in world football, with there being confidence on both sides of the parties. This seems like less of if and more of when Saka will sign the contract. But talking about Arsenal star boys, what about Gabriel Martinelli? As Gabriel Boehly reports that Martinelli's current deal contains an option to extend, but Arsenal are keen to reward the Brazilian with improved terms for the progress he has shown under Mykhaylo Mudryk. This is the first season where he's going into it as a guaranteed starter week in week out, and in terms of that progress, it is undeniable. Have a look at his forward radar for yourselves. The shooting numbers are fantastic, likewise creativity, and have a look at their passing efficiency. At just 21 years of age, we are seeing an explosion from Gabriel Martinelli so far this season, and playing as that touchline wide forward on the left hand side. Not only has he found his position, but if he can sustain this form, then he is well on his way on becoming a world-class player. The fact that Arsenal have the automatic option to extend gives Arsenal a lot of power in negotiations, but on the market, Martinelli will certainly have his watches, and one being Liverpool's Jurgen Klopp, who in the past has called Martinelli the talent of the century, and has never made it a secret of how much he likes the player. But Martinelli is certainly a happy man at Arsenal. He has the trust of the manager, he is starting week in week out, and under the coaching of Mykhaylo Mudryk, the improvements are certainly undeniable. Just like with the case of Bukayo Saka, I'm also very confident that Arsenal extend Martinelli's contract. But what about William Saliba? But as Gabriel Boehly reports, alongside Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli, Arsenal are pushing hard to tie down William Saliba to a new long-term contract. Edu believes that all three deals are on the right track, and the club are hopeful that all three will put pen to paper by January. William Saliba is definitely the one that Arsenal fans are most eager to extend his contract, and Mykhaylo Mudryk has previously said that we always have a plan, and then we have to execute it. We are really happy to have William. You can see that he has adapted, he's matured, and we are delighted to have him. There was a lot of doubt about Saliba's future as he entered pre-season, but the Mbappe of centre-backs had other plans. Saliba's form has made him almost undroppable. He certainly has the faith of the fans, who are constantly chanting his name in every single game, and most importantly, he seems to have the faith of Mikel Arteta. He seems like someone happy to be at Arsenal, so there is a lot of confidence behind the scenes that Saliba is definitely going to extend, that an agreement has already been found and an announcement is only a matter of time. After the departure of Hector Bellerin, the number 2 shirt is available, and that is a number that is primed to be on the back of Saliba's shirt, hopefully when we get the announcements for the brand new contracts. And talking of Saliba, here is a leaked image of his upcoming FIFA 23 card, where he is set to get a +5 rating. 78 pace for a centre back. To the guys that play FIFA will understand, that's low-key exciting. More of the latest Arsenal FIFA ratings will be coming out very soon. If you guys want to see your boy do some live content on the upcoming FIFA on Twitch, then make sure to comment down below. Moving on to more breaking Arsenal news. And starting off with the Ukrainian sensation that is Mykhaylo Mudryk, once again shining in the Champions League, as in his first half against Celtic, a 91% passing accuracy, 2 ground duels won, 1 long ball completed, 1 shot and also 1 goal. In the process, Mudryk has now been directly involved in 4 Champions League goals so far this season. That is more than any other player in the competition. He is a guy that is catching more and more eyes as the days progress, and it smells like a transfer saga is certainly brewing. As Mudryk tells CBS Sport, every guy dreams about the Premier League, it's a top league, but speculation has passed. I focus on Shakhtar, so in the winter, we will see what happens. There was a lot of discussions about a transfer and clubs who want me. It is very intriguing that the player has once again mentioned the January transfer window. It seems like the player is insinuating that come the next window, he wants to move to the Premier League. But in response, the Shakhtar director of football has been speaking. Mykhaylo Mudryk is a serious talent. After Mbappe and Vinicius Jr., he is the best player in Europe in his position. If someone wants to buy Mudryk, they must spend a lot of money and respect our club and our presidents. A clear statement from Dario Sana, they want to keep the player. Also saying, we've received an offer of 30 million euros from Everton, and when our president doesn't want to sell a player for 30 million euros, especially in such difficult times, he is sending a message to everyone that he wants to progress in the Champions League and wants to win the championship. That price tag is getting higher and higher by each and every performance he puts in the Champions League. But in the league, Arsenal aren't the only team that wants him. Yes, you also have Everton, but as he continues to perform in the Champions League, don't be surprised if other top clubs like Chelsea also come calling. A fixture update from Arsenal as they confirm our Europa League clash with PSV has been rescheduled, and as expected, the game has been moved to Thursday, October the 20th at a 6 PM kickoff. And in the process, Arsenal vs Man City in the Premier League, which was scheduled for October the 19th, has been postponed. So no more fears of the game being abandoned or forfeited, but more importantly, moving Man City out of the way in what was already going to be a very difficult period of time. Low-key, it might work out better for Arsenal. But in terms of the fixtures, they are coming thick and fast. As in October, Arsenal have 3 home games with Spurs, Bodo Glimt and Liverpool, then 2 away games of Bodo Glimt and Leeds United, Southampton and PSV away, and then you have Nottingham Forest at home. Last season, so much was made on the fact that Arsenal only had 1 game a week. But this year, the European football is a game changer. Thursday, Sunday, midweek fixtures means less time to recover to train, and now we find out if Mikel Arteta is able to rotate his squad. The likes of Eddie Nketiah and Fabio Vieira will certainly play a far more prominent role. If Arsenal have ambitions of becoming a top team, playing more and more games over a shorter period of time is something that we're going to have to become accustomed to. According to Charles Watt, Thomas Partey is expected to face Brentford this weekend. He's been training since last week before the scheduled Everton game, but barring any setbacks this week, he should be available. So confirmation that Partey is fit and available, and he has been for over a week. Brentford away is definitely going to be a very tricky game, and I think some fans underrate how hard it's going to be. If Partey has been fit for a while, potentially we will see Mykhaylo Mudryk starting. But Charles Watt also says that Smith-Rowe is a major doubt. Smith-Rowe last year was the darling of the fans, everyone was in love. He scored 10 non-penalty goals in 33 appearances, and that was the highest out of any other Arsenal player. But ever since the start of 2022, he just can't seem to find fitness. And I have seen a few fans start to give up hope, and saying that going into the future he's not reliable enough, and some going as far as saying, does he have a long-term place at Arsenal Football Club? Personally, I think that's all a bit over the top. He is still 21 years of age, he still has a long time left, and if anything I'm hoping this is more unfortunate than it is any long-term underlying issues. Give me your honest current thoughts on Emile Smith-Rowe down below in the comments. And moving on to the other Arsenal news today, and starting off with the Chelsea owner Todd Boehly, who has been speaking and has caused quite a bit of controversy, as he believes English football could benefit from an All-Star game, saying the MLB did their All-Star game this year, they made $200 million from a Monday and a Tuesday. You could do a North versus South All-Star game from the Premier League to fund the pyramid very easily. This has definitely stirred a pot and got mixed reactions, and the likes of Thierry Henry and Jamie Carragher were not impressed. As Carragher says, I think it's incredibly arrogant to speak about a league you don't know. Despite the obvious controversy, I am somewhat fascinated. So you know what, let's have a bit of fun down below in the comments. If there was to be a North versus South team, where you've got the likes of Liverpool, United and City on one side, and the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea and Spurs on the other, what would be your South of England combined 11? And how many Arsenal players do you think are making it? Stat time of the day, Ben White has tackled 11 of 14. 78.6% of players who have attempted to dribble past him. He is the only player to face 10 or more dribblers in the Premier League to have succeeded more than 70% of the time. Underrated is the word. Ben White defensively so far, playing as the auxiliary right back, has definitely caught the eye. And even in terms of on the ball, looking into the Arsenal passing sonars, look in the direction of Ben White. Vitally important in terms of the Arsenal build-up. That inverted right back role is low-key suiting him, and it's making me wonder going into the future, is that going to be his long-term position? Because behind him, Arsenal also have a fit and available Takahiro Tomiyasu, someone who was averaging 6.77 progressive passes last season per 90, up there with the best of Reece James and Kyle Walker's. As the inverted right back out of Takahiro Tomiyasu and Ben White, who do you guys prefer going into the long term? And finally, Arsene Wenger says, this season from the start, there is no completely dominating team and Arsenal has a chance because the potential is there. Hopefully they can do it, at least top 4. You cannot even rule out the fact that they can fight for the title. Arsene has spoken and he is saying a title charge could potentially be on the cards. We are still top of the Premier League and Arsenal fans are starting to low-key believe. I still think the aim is top 4, I'm not quite sure about a title charge. But I do believe that in this next month or so, with the amount of games that Arsenal have coming up, if Mykhaylo Mudryk and this Arsenal squad is able to show that they can cope with the Thursday and Sunday and the short recovery time, then maybe, just maybe, Arsenal might have a point. Anyways, that's the video there and there, so hopefully if you have enjoyed, smash a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to follow your boy on all of his social medias, then the links are down below in the description. But that was today's latest Arsenal news, and no game tomorrow makes me even more excited for the game on Sunday and nervous at the same time, so take care of yourselves and I'll see you next time in a bit.